Morning everyone, welcome back to the channel and a welcome to Paxton Pits as well. Another location I've stolen off Ryan. So yeah, thanks for that, buddy. Yeah, kind of caught up with him over Facebook a little bit yesterday. Videos are coming again. Well, it should have already dropped some by the time you guys have seen this. So yeah, I'll try and remember to pop the link in the description and go check out his channel now. Got here about 15-20 minutes later than I would have liked this morning. I've missed first light, but the sun is still quite low in the sky and very strong, as you can see from my face. Now, this week's video, what I want to try is using the Gimbal Head from K&F on a monopod. I have brought the whole tripod setup with me, but with the three-legged things tripod, you can detach the legs and turn it into a monopod. So I want to give that a whirl in a bit, if I remember. But we're going to keep wandering through Paxton Pits and see what we can see. Okay, so I've come into a hide at the moment. Gosh, cold enough I can actually see my breath. Wouldn't have thought that on the 14th of September. Anyway, yeah, so I've come into this hide just to sort of photograph some of the birds on the water. And I think I've got a little egret so far, crested grebe, a young crested grebe, and cormorants as well. So what I did, I thought, if I'm going to be sat here for a little while, let's mount the Gimbal Head onto a monopod and see how we get on. And do you know what? It's working for me at the moment. Now, I've got the shutter speed down at 1/500th of a second because I've got it mounted on this Gimbal Head, just to try and keep the ISO down, and that is working an absolute treat. I'm not having to worry about that 1/over focal length, because obviously I'm shooting at 600mm cropped. So yeah, it's just helping me bring that down a little bit. So that's a real bonus to start with. Now, I have tried to do some birds in flight with it as well, but to be fair, apart from that bird that's just flying across now, most of the birds have actually kept their distance. So it has been quite tough to actually capture any in flight. So I'm going to stick around here for a little bit. If any of the pictures from this little session come up all right, I'll stick them up for you in a moment. And then we'll go further exploring, see what else we can see at Paxton Pits. Hot enough, fresh. However, as you can see behind me, I've just left another hide. It was literally like 20 meters down the pit. And annoyingly, I don't know if you can see it behind me, yeah, it's more open and bathed in sun, so it was a lot warmer. I was just watching a bit of a confrontation between a cormorant and a swan. Did try and grab some pictures, but not that easy. So if any of those came out all right, I'll stick them up for you in a minute. Now, I'm on the hunt more so to see if I can find any smaller birds, like that robin just up there. Give me 2 minutes. Well, no, look there, as soon as I put the this camera and my coffee down, he flew off. Annoying, because he was positioned right next to some berries and stuff, and it looked really nice. Never mind. So yeah, I'm after some small birds as well. I don't want to just focus on water birds this morning. And yeah, not having much luck so far. There's quite a lot of chit chat from smaller birds, but because of all the trees and stuff, the angles of the light are not great, so there's a lot of shadow as well. So I'm struggling to see or find any. But we'll keep wandering through. Let's see what else we can get from Paxton Pits. Okay, so I've just come into another hide and got really excited because they called it a Kingfisher hide. I haven't seen any kingfishers. Don't think I'm going to either, to be honest with you. It's quite overgrown and never mind. But it is a beautiful view out of both sides of the pits. Yes, I've also had to put my gloves on because it's sat out sort of on a ridge out into the water, and the wind is coming straight through these big apertures, so it's really chilly. I've even got a bit of a snotty nose, it's that cold. But I have just been taking some pictures of a little egret, and yeah, absolutely beautiful. It's positioned himself nicely on a branch that's just coming out into the water, and the sunlight is hitting him just absolutely perfectly. Also got a picture of a cormorant sat on a random tree branch in the middle of the water. Outstretched wings, looks lovely. Hopefully it came out sharp. It's quite some distance away, so I'm probably gonna have to crop in a little bit. And then I heard this almighty squawk as a heron comes flying over this way, and I think I've managed to get a half decent shot of the heron in flight as well. What's nice about the picture, which you'll see in a minute, hopefully, is as he's been flying across this way, there are lines on the water and the lines are frozen behind him, and it just adds to that feeling of movement because the lines are going in the same direction he was. So I think I may have actually grabbed a real banker shot there. Now, yeah, I haven't even had a chance to set up the gimbal head, to be honest with you, onto the monopod, because yeah, I just came in here and that little egret appeared, so I've just been taking shots of that. Now, I'm not going to lie, it is a bit of a faff. It's not difficult and it's not even time consuming, it's just a bit of a faff having to disconnect the tripod leg and attach it to the center column, and yeah, it's just, I don't know. I'm almost feeling like I wanted to do that, and can you use a monopod on a gimbal head on a monopod, sorry. And I probably should have just brought out the monopod, no tripod. So I think that's my own fault. But I will try and utilise that later on. Now, I've been down in this hide for a little while. It's got a lovely solid place to actually rest my arms. So that's one of the reasons as well that I haven't sort of taken some pictures, then got it all set up. Where's that heron off to? No, he's gone. Because I've been able to support the camera on my elbows. So yeah, hopefully all these shots have come out nicely. I'll stick them up for you now, and I'm gonna go find some more birds. Okay, so there's two trees probably just out of shot. You've got a large tree behind and a very small spindly tree in front, and the small spindly tree has loads of berries on it, and a minute ago there was quite a lot of tits hanging around in the larger dense tree. So what I've done is I've decided to wait here for a little while, and because I'm doing that, I've decided to actually set the monopod up again and utilise the gimbal head. Now, I'm just waiting to see if any of these small birds come out onto the berry tree, but it all seems to have quietened down a little bit now. So I'm going to hang around here for a little while, see if anything happens, and hopefully get a couple of decent shots. So literally just as I finished filming that bit, loads of dog walkers turned up and all the birds have flown away. So I've been waiting here patiently, probably for another 10 minutes in between. Oh, red kite. Where are you going, buddy? Are you circling around? No, he's off. Yeah, so they scared off the birds. I've been waiting around for about another 10 minutes. And yeah, nothing's come back. However, just want to come back and talk about the gimbal head and the monopod. Now, obviously I've still got it positioned in front of me, not having to hold it. Shoulders aren't too bad. I can just relax them and just support the monopod so it doesn't fall over. But the great thing is, and I don't know if you can see, I'll just exaggerate it now, is I've got it positioned in where I'd like the birds to actually be. Camera just stays there. No worries about refocusing and stuff. So yeah, makes life just that little bit easier. Okay, so I think my time at Paxton Pits is done for the day. Great place, and do you know what? It's really tailored to bird watching, photography, things like that. With the amount of hides and stuff they have on the pits, it's really awesome. Now, let's come back to this whole gimbal head on a monopod. I think it's a great idea. I really do. While I haven't been able to utilise it as much as I would have liked, just the short instances where I have, I can see a real benefit for it. Now, the difficulty I've had is that when I was doing the small birds, it's getting very peoply down here. And now that the sun's come out and it's even stronger and the temperatures are picking up, they seem to be staying in the trees more. So nothing to do with me missing shots because the camera's mounted on a gimbal head, just more that the opportunities weren't there to utilise it. So it's definitely something I'm going to be leaning into in the future. As I say, probably not for short bimbals and stuff, but I knew I was going to be down here for a while. I knew there was hides down here, and I thought I would utilise it with those opportunities. And I think, you know, when I'm going to the coast and stuff as well, I think that would be a really good place to use it. So yeah, happy with that. Now, what I would say is if you're interested in getting yourself a gimbal head, I'll pop my affiliate link down in the bottom in the description. Any purchases made through there obviously do support the channel. Also as well, if you want anything from Kent Faith at all, be it a new tripod, monopod, gimbal head, filters, whatever you want, when you're ready to check out, use the coupon code MIKE to get yourself 17% off. Not a small amount, is it? So yeah, utilize that. I get no money from you using the coupon code, but it don't half benefit my viewers. So yeah, now I'm going to sign out. I'm getting tired and rambly as well. So, well, obviously if you like the video, give us the old thumbs up, drop some subscribes from down the bottom, hit that notification bell, and this is a very tired Mike out. Take care and be safe, everyone. Peace.